And it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. Coming back for part 2 and hoping that I don't mess this up and wondering exactly what I might want to do, because I have these lovely little, let's move that, hopefully you can see that. I have these lovely little marks from the basting brush, and I'm wondering if I can get away with just dipping the basting brush and adding some more of those marks. And I can't necessarily tell upside down if that's a good idea or not, but I do want the tree to look like it has more realistic, abstract leaves. So I'm going to flip that around again. Yeah, I don't think I mind that much. My husband was just out here and he's like, maybe you shouldn't do anything else to that. And I'm sure there's someone in the audience that agrees with him. And I'm not sure I disagree either. But I really feel like I need to play with basting brush and the potential of creating something that gives the impression of leaves. Even if it's not perfect, this is meant to be an experiment, so we're going to experiment so everybody knows. Being fairly delicate, just going back and forth and around, and I don't mind them. I may not go overboard. The colors in my iPod case are a little bit subtle now, sort of. Yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic. I really didn't want a dead tree, even though it didn't look totally dead. It didn't look totally alive either. I've got cause for taking some of my oddly shaped branches and dragging them out, making them look a little bit more uniform. I can also dip my, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to find my chime. I've got enough of those. So I'm going to find my chime and I'm going to go ahead and make a few dots here and there to represent leaves. And hope that I'm not messing it up. Let's have a look. No, I actually don't mind that texture. It's brown, for sure, but it's my brown. I know it's metallic. I don't want it to be green, or do I? Do I want some green in there? You know, even just a little bit of green might be something that would be okay. All right, we're going to experiment. Hold your breath. I'm going to put some of that green gold. I'm going to wipe off my skewer too. I could just do gold as well because I really love gold. That's not bothering me. And I could probably just go in with my skewer or the edge of the chime and create some more leaf shapes. That's not really bothering me. I'm sure someone disagrees, but I'm not minding it. I kind of think a few turquoise might be nice too. Very abstract expressionist tree. I like it. I don't know how much of it you can see. Very representational leaves. Just take a dot and drag. Yes, I like it. I do like it. I wasn't sure, I gotta say. I wasn't sure. But I definitely do. I just want to remember to keep pulling them out as I go. Although it probably won't make any difference. You know, that's a pleasant surprise that I can do that. I just figure it's maybe not spring quite yet. Or they're just some leaves popping. I've actually seen rainbow trees in pictures, so I know that there's some very wild looking, very abstract, crazy trees in the world, and this is obviously one of those. I don't mind the other sort of organic forms in there because it just seems to be, you know, it's like camo. It's blending things together in ways I like. And you could probably do the same. You don't need a chime. My chimes break all the time because the Florida sun beats them into submission. Sun, wind, rain, whole 9 yards. Yeah, I'm pleased with myself. This is part of my fantasy series, but this was a whole new idea, and I'm really glad that I was willing to experiment. And now you guys know you can too. Sort of like the title of my book, Because I Can, and that's why I do. That could be volume 2. We only have volume 1, and it's still just an ebook, but we live in hope that one of these days, shortly, the capacity to have a physical copy will be available very shortly. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, wishing on a star, clicking my heels together. Jackie, can you hear me? Anyway, I really do appreciate having made the ebook, but there are an awful lot of you that would like to have the physical copy. So I think I'm done with that, and I don't want to go so much further overboard on the leaves that it becomes the all-consuming eye-drawing thing that it could be. So even though that probably wasn't very long, I'm going to say keep an eye out on the last 20 seconds of my video for the playlist with over 450 videos on it. Where's my crib sheet? If you want to help the studio and you contribute through PayPal or Patreon, you'll be included into a contest. I've got paint that I can cover my edges with right on my tile. And I'm going to just probably be taking some of that paint right there. I'm going to be touching up my edges for a while. There's no doubt about it. Because I started with black and blue and purple, all deep colors, with some silver to potentially pop some cells. And that did kind of work. But I think there's going to be a fair amount of touch-up. Whatever's on the surface here is going to be what it is. And hopefully you can see all of that. Sometimes it's good if I can keep my fingers out of things. I'm going to throw a little bit of blue in there. Where was I? Last 20 seconds of the video. We'll share my webpage with you, should you want to go, which also has a live Instagram feed. And someday I will update that webpage. It's not yet. I've just been too busy. The OXO Omelette Terminating Spatula, the mica powder to make gold, my book Because I Can, and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas are all on the Amazon link at no extra cost to you. You can shop below there and it helps me out a little bit. So I'm going to say, give me a thumbs up if you would. I'm asking you pretty please give me a thumbs up. It helps place my videos so more people can find me. Thank you to over 48,000, working on 49,000, probably over 49,000 subscribers now. Thank you all so very much. Thank you everybody who's contributed in the past that keeps me painting. And thank you for all the wonderful comments. When my morale is down, you guys lift me up, and I really appreciate that like you would not believe. At the bottom of the description under the video, underneath my paint pouring recipe, which is under the video, is Facebook, Instagram, and 3 albums from, Pinterest, Instagram, and 3 Facebook albums that have wet and dry artworks from YouTube. So if you go all the way to the bottom, you should be able to see that. Anyway, I love you guys. I really do. And I hope to see you again soon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, saying, I'll see you soon. Hopefully. Bye for now. Priscilla out.